Welcome to another episode of Satisfying Static, where we try not to lament about how miserable we both are for 35 minutes.
Oh, we're already off to a good start today, huh? Hi, everyone.
It's been a mentally exhausting morning already.
Week.
I went to open the random word generator, and I forgot that I had Domino's pizza last night because my order was still up.
That's funny. I'm jealous. I was thinking about getting Domino's last night, and I did not.
Not a sponsor. No, Olivia's Play went live last night, and afterwards I was like, man, I wish we didn't eat dinner so early. And she was like, well, why don't we get something? And I was like, oh my God, how do we feel about pizza? And she's like, yes.
I love it.
So we got some pizza. Any housekeeping on your end? I don't think so. On mine.
I don't think so. I don't think I've really been updating people on anything because I haven't been doing anything really except looking for work. So.
I was going to say, yeah, looking for work. Nothing on my end. I think last time I announced that the rocket ship was done.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
The rocket ship is done. Video posted on the TikTok if you want to look at it. I tried to make a post on Instagram, but Instagram's stupid picture cropping thing was making it really difficult to do so. So I gave up quickly. I was like, whatever. Cool. Okay, Instagram, hate me all you want.
So much effort.
Well, on Instagram also doesn't let you post reels longer than a minute. And my TikTok that I had made for it was like a minute and 17 seconds or something like that. So can't just bring it over.
You gotta cut it down or whatever. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's hard. I'm so sick of reels and Instagram, but whatever. It seems like that's where people are. So I don't know. Maybe I should just continue trying to be a lingerie model. Maybe that's my next career move.
Oh, maybe. Yep. I'm working on some puzzles. I got a couple left that aren't 500 piecers that I'm going to try and hammer out so that I can go back to doing some timing stuff when I'm home and off work and get back towards the competition circuit. The World's just finished in October, so I imagine next October will be the time frame for next year's, and my hope is to be at least a bit more competitive. I didn't look at what the times were this year. I got to do that. But I bet they were quick.
What is your average time currently?
I think my last one was like 80 minutes, so an hour 20. We want to get below an hour.
That sounds very fast. That sounds crazy. I don't think I could do a puzzle that fast.
And a 500-piece puzzle?
A 500-piece puzzle, let alone. I don't think I've ever done a 500-piece puzzle, to be honest with you. So I like, the big pieces.
That's hilarious. You're the floor puzzle person?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Pieces the size of my hand. It's like just too many little things everywhere. But yeah, anyway, what's our word of the day?
Wow, bow. Wow. Shut up, bow. It is...
That's a good one.
Throw. THROW. Throw.
Literally the first thing that jumped to my mind was to throw hands.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. A little aggression. That makes sense.
So obviously, yeah, I'm in an interesting place mentally. If that's like the first fucking thing that jumped into my mind. But good word, I guess. But it's literally where my head went. So apparently I feel like I have some anger issues I need to address.
Throw's good. Throwing hands, yep. Throwing out trash.
Also, the other thing that just jumped in my mind when you said throw was yeet.
Yeah, no, yeet definitely came to my mind as I was like, oh, throw, a synonym for yeet.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. I had that thought as well.
So I was like, I don't want to just like blurt out a different word for throw. But yeah, that was the other thing. First was like, oh, throw hands. Like, obviously, if I need to throw someone, I'm going to. But then the other thing was like, oh, you can just literally yeet anything across the room.
You really can. I also thought of throwing things into bodies of water for whatever reason.
Oh, interesting. Did you used to like skipping rocks when you were little?
I was never really good at it.
Me either. But did you try?
I mean, of course I tried, but I always picked up like heavier rocks because I thought they were cool, and they would just sink, and I'd be like, I don't understand. Why can't I do this right? And they're like, it has to be smaller. And I'm like, no.
You're like lugging boulders into the lake.
No, pretty much. Yeah. Bigger, like hockey puck sized rocks that just weren't going to make it.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's cute. That's the first thing I thought of when you said like throwing things into bodies of water. But the other thing I thought of was the fact that Chicago can't have nice things because when they tried to do the like electric scooter thing the first time in Chicago, too many people were throwing them in the river.
Yeah. That was an issue a lot of places. I think Texas had a big problem with it. I think New York had a big problem with it. A lot of people
People are
getting
just
injured
terrible.
on the scooters because they would try to use them on the sidewalks and then like hit a little nick and then go flying.
So I didn't realize that you could really fucking hurt yourself on those things because they're all over by me and I use them like pretty frequently just because I don't have a car here, so it helps me like get around, whatever. They're heavy and like pretty stable, so I've always been like, I mean, it's hard to fall off of one of those things because it's like a little bit dummy proof. The number of times that I have seen people eat shit in front of my apartment.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous. Like I'm always like amazed. One time I don't even know what happened. I have no idea what happened. Her friends were in front of her. They fucking went. She was following and somehow the scooter just slid out right from under her and she just hit the fucking ground. The scooter kept going and I was like, what happened?
What even happened? Oh my God.
What even happened? So yeah, those things are kind of hilarious, but I thought that was always funny is that like obviously a lot of cities had issues, but like we got our scooter privileges taken away because too many were ending up in the Chicago River.
Yeah, that tracks. That's a very Chicago thing to have happen.
Go figure. Yeah.
Throw reminds me of throw a party. We threw a party for Olivia's birthday this last weekend. I broke open the piñata.
Did we talk about this? I feel like we talked about
I feel like we talked about this, right?
Yeah.
No, we did. No, we definitely did. We definitely did.
Okay. But yes, it sounds like it was a fun party. We love that.
It was a great time. It was a great time.
When you said that also made me think of throw up.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me of the hangover that I had for 2 days after Olivia's birthday party, which I think we talked about the last time we filmed. Yeah.
Not super fun for you, but sounds like it was a fun party.
It was a good time, but man, hangovers do not age well as you get older. You don't take it the same way.
No, your body is literally like, go fuck yourself. I can't believe you did this to me. What is wrong with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all my friends, when they turned 30, because back home all my friends were older than me, so they all turned 30 before I did. And they were like, no, it's no fucking joke. Like, hangovers just get way worse, blah, blah. And I was like, I mean, they're bad now. Like, how much worse can they possibly get?
So much worse.
I thought I was dying one day. Like, I literally was like, I think I need to go to the ER. I have no idea. Fucking, my ex at the time in Chicago had to go to band practice and he literally was like, are you gonna be okay? I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure. He was like, okay, I'm gonna check in later, but like should I leave? I was like, just hungover.
Those of you listening and think, oh, next time I have a hangover, I should go to the ER. The answer is no. No, you shouldn't, unless it has been a full 48 hours since you were able to ingest any form of liquid.
Oh, that's a good tip. I love that.
So if you, for 2 days, can't drink anything, you can go. But before then, no.
Better idea, if it's available and affordable for you, hit up a hydration bar. Let them give you a fucking IV. Like, you'll feel better in an hour.
Yeah, the hydration bar thing is a weird concept to me, but yes, those
super
exist.
Weird concept, but like during music festivals in the middle of summer or just like events where there's a lot of heat and a lot of people doing drugs and drinking alcohol, whatever, like they're literally life-saving.
Yeah,
like it's so nice to have them like at events. Luckily I live in a big city, so I'm used, like they're just around, like you could, like a doctor's office or spa, you literally walk in and you're like, hi, I'd like my IV, and so they just like let you sit with it for a while. But like if you are very seriously like bad hungover, that is a way better option than sitting in the ER for 17 hours.
Yeah, the tricky part is if you are only having output, so you're only vomiting and you're not having enough input in the way of electrolytes and fluids, you can cause a severe electrolyte abnormality that normal saline or what they give you at a fluid bar won't fix. So that's why I'm saying 48 hours, then you should definitely go to an ER because we can replace some of that stuff, help some of that stuff out.
The hydration bar helps you feel better faster, and so then it's easier for you to like eat and drink water and feel normal after like the end of the day, whatever. But
correct.
I wonder, how often do you see patients that are too
often?
Fuck. Of course. Of course, that was the answer.
It's almost always immediately when they wake up. They've done nothing at home for themselves. Mm-hmm. And they come in and feel really bad. And I'm like, what do you think is going to fix this? And they go, I think fluid. I said, I think you're right. I I was like, so there's two options. You can do the fluid by mouth and you can go home right now. Or we can do the fluid in the IV if you want. And that'll take a little bit more time. I don't know when they're going to be able to come start the line. I don't know when they're going to be able to come do any of it. And they're like, yeah, I want that. And I'm like, all right, great. So you'll be here for the next 4 to 6 hours.
That seems like the wrong choice, but
It's fine. It's fine. It's a lot. The answer is a lot. It happens a lot. And I try to be very patient with these human beings and realize that they don't feel well and that they clearly weren't taught the proper way of addressing their hangovers at home. And I try and educate them about how oral fluids and greasy food will really make a difference in their life. That's because the greasy food part has some standing because greasy food also has sodium in it and you're often low on sodium. So your body is literally craving salty things because it's like, hey, I've been vomiting a lot. I want something wet, but I also want something salty.
Okay.
And sometimes like Gatorade's too sweet. So
Yeah.
water something wet and then your sodium intake from food is something salty.
Oh, hey, look at that. We're learning so much about hangovers today. So everyone can be a better, more well-functioning drunk.
Yeah. I jokingly told Olivia that I want to sit for my educational degree and become a health teacher, where my whole job is to provide health literacy to high school students who are about to graduate and become real adults in the world so that they understand, like, this is how medicine works. This is how real life works.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that we need more of that. As you were talking, I was thinking that. I was like, you definitely have the platform to, like, educate more people on just, like, health things in general. Like, I love the idea of, like, going to a high school and teaching, like, young adults before they're off into the world, but unfortunately school's a broken system in this country too, and, like, most teachers don't get the freedom to teach what they want to teach anyway.
I guess I'm a little on the fence because Massachusetts is a lot more liberal in what they allow you to teach and not to teach, and the problem is every school only has one health teacher, and oftentimes that health teacher doubles as, like, another faculty member, right? So it doubles as, you know, a gym teacher. Yep, a gym teacher or whatever. I would probably double as a biology teacher if I were to do that. But to find a job for zero experience in a very tight niched area is tough. It's a tough thing to do. The other part is many schools don't like their teachers to have an online presence.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, because that becomes iffy with your kids.
Right. So Olivia is very careful about what she posts and what she does. I'm less so careful because everything that I post, I wouldn't care if my patients saw. Like, I don't post anything that I'm nervous about my patients seeing. I don't have anything posted that I would be nervous about students of mine seeing either. I'm a very honest person and, like, whatever. But when you get parents involved, it becomes very dangerous because parents are just different, right? Like, the kids might not have any deal with it at all whatsoever, but the parents might be, like, locked and loaded to react. And I've thought about going the college route. I could teach as an adjunct in a college setting, but adjunct professors do not make very much money at all.
Academia is really difficult to, like, just even break into.
Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, could I drop into halftime as a PA and halftime as an adjunct professor and feel a little more fulfilled? Maybe. I've been perusing some job boards just to see if anything's posted. But what I would love to do is educate the layperson on things that they don't understand so that they understand it a bit better. If I could, I'd be an advocate just for patients or whatever, but it would never ever make enough to cover my student debt payments. It just wouldn't.
I mean, you should just be Hank Green, but for medical information.
I'd love to do that.
Somebody called me a personality, and I was like, I like that. But, like, really, that's kind of what we're selling. That's what I'm selling is, like, me, like, my personality and, like, whoever the fuck I am. But it's like, I'm glad, I'm so grateful that people find it entertaining, but ain't nobody paying me for it.
Same. Literally same. And now I've peaked. I'm at like 570,000 followers on TikTok, and that's where I'm going to stay. That's where I'm going to live. I don't think there's any growth for me from there. I think that's where I'm at, which is fine. Because even my most viral stuff lately, it just isn't getting a ton of new followers or whatever. Like, and that's fine. I've gone through them all now. They're all legit, which is very exciting.
Wow. That's a lot. Good job, though.
Yeah, it took a lot. But yes.
Cool. I wonder if that's going to help your numbers in the next, like, few weeks or whatever. But
I don't know. But to bring this all the way back around, I would just like to throw out there
all your trash followers.
I'll throw all my trash followers away. When we talk about trash followers, we're talking about followers who have been blocked or reported as spam or whatever, and I removed them from my following list.
They're not actual accounts, not like
exactly.
People.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw out there that influencers don't make tons of money, and I want to throw hands at people who think that. So,
yes, I love it. That was a good one. Yep. That was a good one. Wrap it up.
Consider this present wrapped. Thank you all for joining.
We hope you enjoyed our little rant today.
Are you going to drop the until next time line? That's your job.
Until next time.
Yeah.